Stephen Naismith was appointed the new manager of Hearts yesterday, even though he wasn't appointed the new manager by title. I wasn't that impressed, guys. It kind of did annoy me, so I thought I would do something that wouldn't annoy me, and I would look at our Europa Conference League journey in the season ahead to try and cheer myself up. But then I looked at potential teams that we could get, and I feel down again because I was looking at teams available for us to meet in the third qualifying round and then the playoffs. And honestly, it is going to be difficult. So welcome back, guys, to Scotland TV. We're going to look here at the teams that we are likely to meet in either the third qualifying round or if we can somehow get past that into the playoffs. And I think the importance of third place this season in the league was definitely lost. I think we should have been trying to get that. I think it should have been all or nothing in terms of third place. The fact that Naismith came in and said it wasn't important is bullshit, because I don't see us, I'll be honest, I do not see us getting past these teams into Europa Conference League group stage. We couldn't beat any of the big teams in our group last year, and I just don't see us doing it this year. So that's my opinion. I think our journey will end. I think if we're lucky, we might get into the playoffs. If we get a team that isn't that good, then we might sneak into the playoffs, but it depends on the luck of the draw. And people were going to say, you're negative, you're this, you're that. No, I'm looking at the teams that are in this Europa Conference League, and they are just a step above us. It's unfortunate, but it is the reality. The only way, really, at the moment, to take advantage of the coefficients in Scotland and to guarantee yourself group stage football is by finishing third. And last season, we bottled that 100%. But anyway, let's look at the teams that we could get. We'll start with the third qualifying round. As you can see, we are unseeded, and so the unseeded teams are on the right and the seeded teams are on the left. Now, you've got to factor in that teams will be coming from the second qualifying round, so the seeds here are not confirmed. However, I just don't see, there's no way that enough unseeded teams are going to get into this round that's going to push us into the seeded side. So we are guaranteed, by my calculations, to be unseeded 100% for the third qualifying round. And then you're looking at teams such as Club Brugge, Basel, Acer Alkmaar. Now, we've seen that Dundee United managed to beat Acer Alkmaar in one game, but look over the two legs, what happened? They got absolutely annihilated. You got the likes of Dynamo Kiev, Bodo Glimt, Besiktas. I mean, some teams here that are just better than us, Fenerbahce. I'm not saying we've got no chance against these teams, but let's be real, we are not favourites against any of those sides. You know, I'd expect all those teams on the left to beat us, and that is the sad fact of reality. We're not better than these teams, and we are going to be lucky, in my opinion, if we can beat them. I think it's not expected. So at the moment, getting past the third round doesn't look that likely to me. And then let's just say we do get past the third round. Look at the teams that we're getting, guys, in the playoff. These are the teams that are guaranteed to be in the playoffs. Juventus, Frankfurt, Lille, Aston Villa, Osasuna. Then, of course, you're getting all the teams that get through from the third qualifying round. So, like all those teams that we previously mentioned, half of them will be going in here. So, even if we can beat whoever we get in the third qualifying round, again, we're going to be unseeded in the playoffs, and we're just going to be coming up against one of these giants. Let's be real, like Juventus, man, they're an absolutely giant side. Aston Villa, look at the amount of money they've got to spend. Look how well Unai Emery's done at them. I mean, if we get them, we ain't going to beat them over two legs, guys. We ain't. We're fucked it up. So, I mean, we can live in fantasy land if we want. We can talk about passports, this and that, but the likelihood is, unless there is a minor miracle, and I believe it would be a minor miracle, then we will not be playing group stage football in Europe this season. It's just not going to happen. Us or Hibs, I don't think any of us will be getting into the playoffs, and if we do somehow get into the playoffs, I definitely don't see us getting past that. I think Hibs will probably get into the third qualifying round because I believe they're seeded in the second, and in the second qualifying round there is a lot of winnable games. Don't get me wrong, Hibs could come up against somebody good and be unfortunate in the draw, and their journey might end there. I do think they'll get through, but in the third qualifying round, it feels like no matter, even if we get the easiest tie, we're probably still underdogs because there's that many, sides that are better than us that are seeded. So it's going to be tough. Obviously, I'll be hoping we do it. Obviously, I'll be giving the team everything, but I don't think it's going to happen. I don't see us getting past it. I just don't. I think these European groups it's almost like they are designed to help the bigger nations. I don't see us getting into it. I think they need to reconstructure this. I think the smaller nations should be, I don't know, guaranteed more teams, or maybe they should have to avoid playing the bigger nations. It just doesn't seem fair to me that Aston Villa are already in the playoffs and we have to come through 2 rounds when we finish 4th. And I get it, they're in a higher league, their league's got more coefficient, blah blah. But I mean, for me, I don't know. I don't like the setup of this, the European fixtures, and I feel like we're actually at a disadvantage now that our coefficients went up. I feel like if we go into the first qualifying rounds, you're getting more competitive games early. I feel like you can get some momentum on your side because you're getting winnable ties. But us coming in the 3rd round, it's like by the time we come in and enter the Europa Conference League in the 3rd round, it's like most of the teams that we can beat are already eliminated. So you're coming up against like the better sides. So it's going to be tough, guys. Look, we'll see what happens. I think the draw will be made for the 2nd round draw. I think is getting made relatively soon. Next week, I believe, we get the 1st round draw, and then we'll find out. So the 1st round draw is actually on the 20th of June, and then the 2nd round draw is on the 21st of June, the following day. And then I don't know when we will find out. I believe it is on the 24th of July. So we'll find out, guys, on the 24th of July who we're going to be playing in the 3rd qualifying round. Anyway, guys, that's it. Do I think we'll get through? Unfortunately, I do not. But here, I'm not always right. Hopefully, I get proved wrong. I would love to get proved wrong. I just think at the moment, it's very unlikely that we will get through. But who knows? Big summer ahead. Hopefully, we can get some signings. I'm not impressed with the appointment of Naismith and this new managerial setup to allow him to be the head coach or whatever. But we'll give it a chance. We've got to give it a chance. We've got to get behind everybody. But yeah, for me, I'm not impressed with it, and I just hope that I'm wrong. I hope that I'm wrong, and I hope that Naismith does fantastic, and I hope that he has me eating my words, and I will gladly do it come the end of the season if he does indeed prove me wrong. Anyway, guys, that is it. Looking forward to these qualifiers. Probably won't last long, but you know what? Enjoy them while we can. That's it. And hopefully next season we can be back in group stage formats of Europe if we finish 3rd in the league. I'll catch you in the next one, guys. Till then, though, peace.